generation, I was waiting to shine. My father taught me don't be soft, so now I'm taking what's mine. I define myself as ambitious, young, black, and gifted. Master P, my masterpiece, that mean I don't got no limits. Bout it, I doubt it. My homies know you ain't ratted. We break you down like a pound. I got it, don't panic surround me. I'm corrupted, flow cold and it's rugged, bumpy. What is up? I'm ready for war. You got to love it like black, yeah. And it feel like, yeah. All day like, yeah. All night like, yeah. Whole squad like, what? And it feel like, yeah. All day like, yeah. All night like, what? Whole squad like, yeah. And it feel like, yeah. All day.
Okay, Coach, we are at the confluence of the Ohio, Allegheny, and Monongahela Rivers at Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, PA. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with the Baltimore Ravens. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Here we go. Pittsburgh. Man, I got you. Slam.
This is David Johnson, the former All-Pro, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. From the gun, it's Jackson. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. 16 yards, a first down.
A gain of 16 yards. And a Raven first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll hand it off now. Johnson. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Play action. Now Jackson. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
First down, Ravens.
Let's go. He's crossing. He's checking crack. Check 26, check 26.
They give to Johnson going right. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5. Jackson from the shotgun. He's got the hook up to Lee. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down. So opening drive, 3rd down. They complete the slant to move the sticks.
And ordinarily, it's a high percentage pass when you throw it. And receivers like to run that route because it gets the ball in their hands pretty quickly. Just a couple of quick steps upfield, break towards the middle, and the ball should be there, and then they can do some work afterwards.
First down carry here for Johnson. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
On second down, Johnson. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. David Johnson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
Let's go, baby. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 27.
What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some.
Now Roethlisberger. It's caught by Bryant. He finds an opening past the 40. Dez Bryant with nothing but green grass ahead of him. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Dez Bryant His second touchdown on the season. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone.
In a tie game, both sides are looking for something to give them an advantage. It often falls back on special teams. And that return, that could be the spark to untie the game.
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up the screen. You don't want to throw it too early to have the defense react too quickly, and you definitely don't want to throw it too late, and that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
55, Mike, 55. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. Mike, 55, Mike, 55.
From the gun, Jackson. Throw left side complete. That's Lee. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
It's a gain of 20.
He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Ready. 10, 55. Ready? Undercut. 81. Yeah.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Rolling to his left. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. and goal. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. These two teams all tied after one. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Now a handoff, Johnson, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. It was Mike Hilton up to make the tackle. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. Actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Let's get it.
So on 4th down, here's the Ravens Pro Bowl kicker Justin Tucker out onto the field. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. Tucker named the league's all-pro kicker for the 3rd time in 2018.
Go ahead and admit it. The only time that you get excited about Justin Tucker kicking is when he actually misses.
It's
and excited
rare.
is not the right word. Surprise is more what we're talking about. 90.1% coming into 2019. He's incredible.
That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
A reminder about Sunday Night Football later tonight. It's a rematch from the divisional round last year. Colts and Chiefs from Arrowhead. Then tomorrow on Monday night, the Browns and 49ers from Levi's Stadium, where the Browns already playing their 3rd primetime game in the season's first 5 weeks. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Check! Black 30! Check 48's the mic. You can't block me. You can't block me.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Roethlisberger, he's going to launch this thing. He rifles one that's intercepted. Anthony Averett picks it, and his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. That's it. Get off the field, defense. Mike 50, Mike 50. Hey, watch the slant, watch the slant. Watch the slant, Mike.
After the interception, here's Jackson. He'll buy some time right and avoids the contact by sliding. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Here we go. Took the outlaw. 50, Mike 50. Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus.
Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. That's pulled in by the rookie from Notre Dame, Miles Boykin. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Give him 32 on the play.
As a general manager, you're counting on your 1st and 2nd round draft picks to have a big-time impact on your team. But where you make your bones, rounds 3 through 7. If you can find a few diamonds in the rough there, develop them, then you've got something going, and we're seeing one right here.
Yeah, plays like that lead me to believe that they found a diamond in the rough. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson throwing the out route incomplete. That's Brown. And out of bounds right around the 20. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Running from the gun, Johnson. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Now, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
I think Cameron Hayward's ability to take on blocks, hold the point of attack, and get upfield serves him very, very well. What a nice play there.
Yeah, he can take on blocks because he's built like a block. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45.
Get that ball. 48 Mike.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. William Hayes, the pride of Winston-Salem State, coming in to drop him. From midfield now, here's Roethlisberger. And he connects with Vance McDonald. Here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. A minute 55 left to go in the first half of play. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. Would have been right at about a 52-yard field goal try, but no, they are going to go for this thing on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Roethlisberger. And he'll find Washington. That's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11. They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. Flushed out right. Pass incomplete. James Washington was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Roethlisberger.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They go play action with Jackson. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Mike's 50. Mike's 50. You're trapped. You're trapped. Mike 50. Mike 50. Watch the backer. Watch the backer. Let's go. Mike 50. Mike 50.
And instead, they want to throw it off play action. He's going to let this go deep for Lee. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Take it at the 37. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over. Around the NFL, they're into the 2nd quarter in the Meadowlands. And an early advantage in that one for the Giants. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And this is a spot late in the clock near midfield, though. Maybe take a couple chances, see if you get in field goal range.
You do that if you have trust And this should be a position now where the great ones, they relish this opportunity to try and put points on the board.
A gain of 6 there on first.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
A lot of attention paid this week in practice to red zone offense. The coach was optimistic about how it went. We'll see.
Take both of them.
On first and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Squeeze, double. Hey! 91. Jack 16.
Ben to throw again. And this is caught. It's Bryant. And it's a Steeler touchdown. Dez Bryant in the final seconds of the first half. And the Steelers are an extra point away from taking the lead. So now this to get themselves a lead here heading into the break. And this one through the uprights and good.
Next to score, Steelers 14, Ravens 13.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Likely time for one final snap as they start out first and 10. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They'll keep it on the ground again here. Johnson with a burst, a first down or more. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a one-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Big Ben and the Steelers with a first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
What's up? 59, what's up? 59, what's up?
They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Mike, 48. Let's go. Check 48's the mic. Check 48's the mic. All day.
They go play action here on first down. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. This is Carson. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
All right, now. Fuck 80! I got you, Sean. I got you. You're all mine.
Now Ben on 3rd and long. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. Here's Jordan Berry now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll try to get the offense going with Johnson. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Play action. It's Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. A gain of 6 there on first.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. A handoff. It's Mark Ingram. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 12 yards there and a first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Ready? Hey, hold on. Hey, let's get that ball here. Let's get that ball. Back.
Ingram again, a first down carry. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards.
Little pitch play, toss play. Allows the running back to get some vision and some big guys to get out in front. This time they did it to the right side.
Went to the right side. Is there a preference, right or left, for a lot of these guys that run the ball at this level?
I know in the good old days, most teams were constructed to run to the right side. I can't tell you exactly why. That was the power side. The left side was what they used to call the quick side. But in this case, the power won.
They'll run on first down. It's Johnson. Johnson with a burst, a first down and more. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. David Johnson with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Ravens have retaken the lead. Tucker now for the extra point. And that'll make this a 6-point game.
Makes the score Ravens 20, Steelers 14. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a first and 10 at their own 24.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming.
They'll begin the drive with Carson. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
He went over 100 yards in the wild card round. He's over 100 here as well. And a first down. Now Roethlisberger on first down. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
91 is the mic. Too little, Cat.
Play action. It's Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. But it'll be second down. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10. Again, it's Roethlisberger. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Dez Bryant, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
And now offensively, it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now, the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Let's go.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. Got a man that's caught inside the 10. And all the way down to the 7-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. On 1st down, it's Samuels. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the Ravens' 8-yard line.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
Watch the run.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. From 8 yards out. And the Steelers are an extra point away from taking the lead. Boswell good with the extra point. And that will put them on top here in the 3rd. out as the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. From the gun, it's Jackson. Flush to his right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. He gets it left side to Johnson. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Back now in Pittsburgh. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. The Ravens on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. Ingram's got the first down and more. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10. Following the penalty, it's Johnson. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
On 2nd down, it's Ingram. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Throwing is Jackson. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, his first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens have once again taken the lead. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Tucker now to add the point after. And that'll make this a 6-point game.
Makes the score Ravens 27, Steelers 21. Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
44. Mike 48. Hey, we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep going. Go. Check 48's the Mike. Check 48's the Mike.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Side complete to Smith-Schuster. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20. Roethlisberger now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Bryant. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're...
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. From the corner, Jimmy Smith blitzes for the sack. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. We talk about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 45. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. David Johnson, 46 yards. And the Ravens turn that interception into a touchdown. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And the lead is now 13.
Makes the score Ravens 34, Steelers 21. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's a handoff to Carson to begin the drive. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Tight end right, tight end right. Focus, focus. Alert 3, alert 3, alert 3. Hey, alert, 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 alert.
Now it's Roethlisberger. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
9 yards the pickup there, and it's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Shift, quarter, quarter.
On 1st down, it's Roethlisberger. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
24 is the mic. Easy. 36.
2nd and 10. It's Roethlisberger once more. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
The Steelers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10.
22, 44. 24 is the mic. Check. 24 is the mic.
To throw here, Roethlisberger.
Don't be scared.
Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down.
Let's go.
Thought they were going to force a 4th down. Instead, P.I. gives him the 1st.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That can really, really be demoralizing.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Let him know. Joker.
Big Ben going to take it himself. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Ben Roethlisberger scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Steelers are able to make this a close game again. Extra point put through by Boswell. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a 1-score, 6-point game. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And he takes it back to the house. A fumble recovery for a Steelers score. So problems here on special teams, and it results in the scoop and the score.
They talk all the time on special teams about keeping your head on a swivel, trying to see the whole field. Hard to do when things are going that fast, bodies all over the place. You're just trying to find the right guy to align yourself with. On that play, wow.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
Well, conventional football, Football 101 tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
They begin the drive with Johnson. 31 yards there and a first down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Back to the ground, this time with Ingram. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. It's a 7-yard carry. To set them up with a 2nd and 3.
7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's a 20th carry for Johnson. And an alley to run. Past the 20. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. David Johnson, 48 yards. And the Ravens have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And that'll make this a 6-point game.
Makes the score Ravens 41, Steelers 35. Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
Hey, we got three, three down.
He'll look to throw. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Pick up the ball. No spacing. 24 is the mic. Right here. 24 is the mic. Watch the run.
Roethlisberger to throw. And McDonald here over the middle. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Big Ben has the knowledge, certainly the weapons to pull this off. We know he's done it many times in the past.
And that transmits itself to the rest of the offensive unit because these guys know that with Big Ben leading them, they've got a lot of confidence they can get it done.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
I know it was a completion, but probably not the best decision to throw the ball into the middle of the field here. No timeouts. Give a ton of credit to him making the catch and finding a way to get to the sideline and get out of bounds.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. 77. 24 is the mic. I'm coming after you.
Back to throw. And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Pardon, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
He's back to throw. And incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
That's big shot. Alert. Check 48's the mic. Check 48's the mic.
Now it's Roethlisberger. And this will be incomplete. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure, and if you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
48, come on. 48. 5. Check. Fresno. Help 48 the mic. Yo.
Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield and nearly intercepted there. That would have been ball game if he had clinched it and caught it. Instead, it gives him one more chance here on 4th down. Elsewhere in the NFL, they're in the 4th down in New Orleans. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So down 6, and they know they need this one on 4th down.
Check 91. 91 is the mic.
They'll try and throw for it with Roethlisberger. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. Shoot. Kill. Check nickel. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
On 1st down, Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
A gain of 12. And a Raven first down.
Ready. Hey, no. And let's pin the mirrors back and go full streak. Let's go.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Baltimore, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.